For chapter 14, I did the Word document questions and I got a 23, which put me in the 16 to 25 point category, which states that I handle the complexities of many different people and personalities for a certain task, and I help focus everybody onto that one task and like getting the job done, and can handle multiple personalities and can like adjust to each individual. It also says that I am good at making decisions on the fly, and that I like to focus on one task at a time, which I don't know if I fully believe, just because I do normally multitask a lot. Maybe this is telling me that I shouldn't be doing that, and if I focused more on one task at a time, I might be better off. But it tells me that I usually believe in handling one task at a time. On here, so I'll come back to this part because the color I got kind of contradicts this area. But on here it says that I am adaptable, and I make changes and try new stuff, which I have done in my work life before when I was a manager at a restaurant. This is why I agree with the whole working with multiple personalities to get them focused onto one main goal, is because you have a lot of different personalities and a lot of different sections in a restaurant, so you do kind of have to adjust your technique to each person. But it says I have a lot of energy, a lot of hidden talents, which I believe a lot of people do underestimate me just because of the way I look, the way I sound. And I actually don't mind that, because I love going above and beyond what people think of me. So that's not disappointing, and those results aren't disappointing. Now for the online one, I got blue, which is an analyzer and organizer. Two things that all my friends and family say that I do way too frequently. Basically, it says that I collaborate well with others, but I do try to avoid conflict, which I do. I would take that back to the adjusting to each individual's personality. I mean, if you don't have to have a conflict, I don't see the reasoning to have one, and I think it's good to try to avoid it. I mean, I will say something if needed, but normally I like to reach an agreement with somebody and not let it get there. People trust me to get the job done. That is both true in personal and work life. It says that I like to be accepted in social and professional circles. I could agree with that. I mean, everybody likes to be accepted. It's not something that I would absolutely have to have, but I think everybody likes to be accepted in both personal and work circles. You listen to your emotions and are good at observing situations and creating solutions. I definitely think this is true. I saw me do this a lot when I was managing. And, well, I don't know if the emotions part is true. Normally when I get into work, I kind of become work policy person. I like to go by the policy. So I don't really know if emotions is actually a good thing, but I think I am good at observing other people's emotions, observing situations and creating solutions. I actually love problem solving. It's one of my favorite things. This says I do get caught up in the details, which I do. It's a problem. I will admit it to everybody who says it's a problem, because it is. It says I'm unwilling to improvise. I don't know if that's really true. I try to come up with a lot of different solutions, and this is where I was going back to the it says that I'm adaptable and I make changes. I think sometimes I can get caught up. I wouldn't say frequently or often I get caught up to where I don't want to improvise, but if I do think something's efficient and somebody else wants to try another way, I will try it, but it doesn't mean that I want to. But normally I will try to improvise because I know there's systems that change how things operate into a better light each and every day. And so that one I don't really find true, but I don't know. It could be telling me something that I didn't know. And then it says, but in the right situation, I would be a very valuable team member. And I think that's true for most everybody. So those are my results. I'm not disappointed in them. I think majority of it is very accurate. And like it says, I'm caught up in the details, and I think some of the details obviously don't apply, but you got to get these more general to match more people, and you can't do it really specific, which is understandable. And that's my video, so I hope you guys enjoyed.